Hey guys, what's going on? It's a Block Bull Wrap. I'm now bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now over here on the Onyxcoin, we do have a breakout. It's all happening now as we do begin to move in the new year. Q1 of 2026 is absolutely surging already, guys. And we're going to take a look at the crypto bubbles before we come over to the crypto charts. Now, as you can see straight away here, we do have Onyxcoin up 29.8% over the past 24 hours. We've also got that correlated asset with Swiftcoin up 21.7%. Now, all the cryptos have been pumping, and Onyxcoin is no exception. However, it did pump last again, guys. However, I was expecting more lag from Onyxcoin if I am being completely transparent over here. However, I did notice this, and I did post this yesterday before we saw the massive gains. Okay, so this is the Onyxcoin chart that I posted over here on X, and I said this was yesterday, January the 4th. Onyxcoin is approaching a retest of resistance, as you can see here. If this breaks formation, we can see some parabolic gains, and that's exactly what's happened here. Onyxcoin was trading at 0.00528, okay, and at the time of recording, we are now up 0.0063, so we can just take a look at the gains over here for Onyxcoin, and I'm going to come out to the hourly as well, and we're going to see the type of gains. So where was we there? It was 528. Let's see how much we've run up since then. 528, it would have been around this sort of candle here. So Onyxcoin at the time of recording is up approximately about 19% since that particular tweet. Now, I've not been in Onyxcoin. Like I said, I was expecting some lower prices. Now, that's fine. So as long as we're monitoring these and keeping tabs on all the cryptos, and that is exactly what we're doing over here in the Discord as well. So if you guys want to join the Discord, we do have the crypto AI, so all you have to do is come over to the link over here. The official link is here, what.com/theblockbulls, and that will give you access to the Block Bull bot. We've also got a chat room in there as well, and I give trade setups and I make ticker symbol calls as well. So the next cryptos that I believe are going to shoot next, okay, I've already locked in approximately about 25% profit, so I'm not too fussed that I missed out on this sort of move here. I've got other coins that are up around sort of 40%, obviously retraced since. We're getting a little bit of a correction across some of these cryptos here. As you can see, all these sort of cryptos have run up. We do have some green today, obviously Onyxcoin and Swiftcoin predominantly. So we're going to take a look at the charts anyway and see where we're at. So we'll come out to the weekly. And this is really good formation now that Onyxcoin coin has broke. We do have these sort of highs here from sort of July time. However, the big sort of structure is up here on the weekly. So this is the highest weekly candle that we saw back in 2025 last year. Now, if we was to drag this across here and actually capture these wicks and these sort of weekly closes here, we come down and it looks as if Onyxcoin coin has still got momentum. So I expect continuation with Onyxcoin coin up until this sort of yellow resistance. So this is looking like approximately around 2x, in my opinion, on the sort of grand scheme of things. So we're looking at approximately, if we round this figure up, we're looking at approximately 50% gains. That is the major macro resistance, okay? That's what we have to crack now for Onyxcoin coin. I do believe, like I say, over in the Discord, link, I will leave a link down below in the description as well of this video. Like I say, you can access the Discord through the bio link as well. Exactly the same links. And we do have some other cryptos as well that I do believe can have actually broken resistance. And we're looking at anywhere between sort of 150 to 200% gains. So I'm happy for Onyxcoin to continue running up to that sort of 50%, that sort of major resistance, whilst these other cryptos that we're involved in the Discord, we can continue to let those fly. So even if Onyxcoin continues to run up this sort of 50%, which I expect it to do so, that's fine. We're just probably going to be looking at hopping into Onyxcoin coin around sort of 1 cent. By that time, I'm hoping by mid-January that we would have done at least a 2x, maybe a 3x on some of these other coins, guys. Okay, so it's almost like cat and mouse. All of these cryptos are popping, guys. Yeah, you can almost throw a dart, and any crypto that you land on, it's gonna pump. Yeah, we just want the cryptos that are gonna pump the most. But that's my analysis on Onyxcoin coin. It is very clean chart right now. Onyxcoin coin is probably going to continue to pump. Okay, just shy of sort of 1 cent. We might see a little bit of a retracement taking out these sort of lows again. And this is where the sort of resistance is as well. So if we just mark that out as well, you can see where the yellow line sort of converges with that sort of horizontal dotted line. Okay, so we're probably going to see a little bit of resistance at 0.009. And we might see a little bit of rejection. So you might see, 10-15% correction. Be very short lived. And then I imagine Onyx XN coin would then break this yellow descending trend line. Okay. After that, we would be looking at these sort of weekly closes up here back in January again. So they're about 3.5 cents. Now you can see here from current price action, the figure we would be looking at running up to. That actually equates to 5.6x. So 5.6x your money that you have exposed to Onyx XN coin. That's what I would expect for you guys to gain within Q1, at least Q1, if not higher, guys. Okay, if we can get anywhere between sort of 3.5 to 5 cent taking out this wick up here, just shy of 5 cent that would be absolutely remarkable. Now let's just drag that up as well to the top there. So that's approximately 700% from current price action. So you're not too late jumping into Onyx XN coin, despite it being up significantly over here on the crypto bubbles. Okay, I've got Swift coin as well. I saw Onyx XN coin, the Discord. That's why the Discord's so useful, because I know X is a lot of noise. And then if I get a Discord message, I'm usually on there within like a couple of minutes, providing, we've got guys in Australia, US, depending on the time zone. If I'm awake, I'm going to see that message within sort of 5 minutes tops, providing I'm not in I'm not in the sauna or whatever, or I'm not in the shower. Do you know what I mean? So I managed to jump onto Swift knowing it is a correlated asset. And then I've ran that up a bit. So I'm probably going to sell out of this and probably rotate to some of these other cryptos. That's what I like to do. Like I say, we're just going to run this up now to the yellow trend line. But ultimately, 700%, that equates to an 8x. Yeah, 8x, very, very good. You can't complain at an 8x. I'm going to be in a good position myself. I don't know about you guys. I'm sure even if you got like 5 to 10K, you do an 8x on there, 8 times your 10K, you're looking at approximately 80K, aren't you? So these gains are just phenomenal. You can earn like yearly quadruple your annual. I don't know what people earn. Do you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you can earn some big money. And guys, we are visiting the Cheddar Factory now. 2026 is absolutely going to absolutely tear this place a new air hole. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where we're at now. Now, the only sort of discrepancies, which is why I'm hesitant, and which is why I was calling for lower prices going into sort of 2026 of this year. Hence why we actually keep tabs on these prices, is because of the left head and right shoulder pattern playing out. So predominantly these have an 81% success rate in actually playing out to the downside. Now we can see here we've had a strong weekly green candle now. It looks as if we're printing a little bit of a doji candle now, which means uncertainty. So this could well be a dead cat bounce. Now, for those of you that don't know what a dead cat bounce is, it's basically a fake out to the upside. So a dead cat bounce is basically, it's basically going to entice crypto investors to think we're going to go higher. And all it does, it gives everyone a little bit of hopium, say, these 30% pumps that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. And then it then tanks to the downside. So we just need to be very, very careful, guys. Like I say, that's why it's important to remain in sort of crypto, close-knit groups like the Discord that I'm running over there with the guys as well. Got all the OGs there, so big up to all the supporters there. And we always have a laugh anyway. Even through the bear market last year, it was rough, and we came through it. Do you know what I mean? We just laughed our way through to 2026. But this is where we are now, guys. So we need to be careful. Hopefully, we do get an invalidation. Now, the invalidation we would need a sort of daily. I'm on the weekly chart right now, so ideally we need a daily close above this sort of section here, above this right shoulder. which is coming in approximately $340 billion in terms of the crypto market cap, excluding the top 10. So that doesn't include Bitcoin, it doesn't include Ethereum, it doesn't include Solana, XRP, etc. Okay, so it doesn't account for those coins. Okay, they're completely separate. However, we have got a long way to run up to invalidate that. So this is the thing with crypto. It can leave you in no man's land, and before you know it, it's ran up 54%. Now, this is the thing, guys. I expect what I was saying with Onyxcoin coin, it's going to run up to that descending yellow trend line that I've just been showing you early on in the video, which is approximately 50%. That would be enough for Onyxcoin. If it started closing on or above that descending yellow line, that would be invalidating this chart right here, the crypto total market cap. If I just go back over to it, guys, and just remind you guys, where are we there? XN. So 50% up there. That would be fantastic. Start closing above there, then it starts invalidating our head and shoulders. We start getting these closing above these descending sort of yellow trend lines. So what I'm saying is, guys, just hodl the bag now. Hodl that 50% if you are in Onyxcoin. And then what we'll do is I'll probably post, obviously I'll be doing videos all this year now. I've moved into my new gaff now. Very happy. Got a nice setup now. I'm just waiting for Amazon now to drop off a nice mouse mat as well, because I've got a brand new desk. And for whatever reason, I've had to use a bit of piece of paper under my mouse. Because anytime you use a mouse over this desk, it like flickers around because it's like, it's almost like a carbon sort of pattern. So the laser underneath the mouse, it like skew whiffs all the mouse. So it'd be like, I'll show you now. It's like this. Anyway, guys, I'm just blabbing on, but happy days, guys. We're holding the bag. Make sure to like, share, comment in the down below in the comment section. Let me know if you did manage to capture that sort of daily pump that we did experience yesterday, guys. All the best, and I'll be back very, very soon, guys, with another video. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subbed. I shall see you guys in the next one. The Block Bull is over and out.